Mario, how's the change going from like Spain, now being like downtown Cleveland?
So when I first came to Cleveland, people were saying me that Cleveland wasn't a lot, but I really like it because it's different to Madrid and to Spain. Like for example, we don't have those tall buildings in Spain. The architecture in Spain is different. It's like oldest architecture. So living in the downtown of Cleveland and having all those tall buildings around me is really cool. And I really didn't have the time, and we have to respect the protocols, obviously the COVID protocols, so I didn't have the time to really do a lot, but I've been walking outside and all that, and I really love the city.
I know for me, coming from like, I'm originally from Florida, Gainesville, Florida, where there's no skyscrapers, like there's no big buildings. There's not really like, there's a downtown area, but it's not as active, really. So I mean, but then I also go to school next to Chicago. I haven't been downtown a lot, but when I do go, it's like crazy active. So like Cleveland is kind of like in the middle for me. Like Chicago's crazy, but like Cleveland is like, it's okay. Now that I live downtown, I'm able to walk around and just like see all the different things, walk on the beach. Like I like it here. Like the weather's not bad. The weather's like in the middle also. Like it's not too hot, or it doesn't get too cold sometimes, but I've been to Chicago, so I'm used to like the little cold weather.
What it really surprised me too is like the neighborhoods here, like what is not the downtown, that is like single houses close to each other. We don't have that in Spain. In Spain, it's all like tall, it's like buildings, and it's mostly you live in apartments. So here having all those houses next to each other is like pretty cool.
Are you fat?
Hey man, I say this respectfully. I'm from St. Louis, Missouri, so like, yeah, you laughing because you know. If you know, you know. So with St. Louis, Missouri, you know, a lot of people is like really like afraid of that place, and like some people like really don't like it. But I like St. Louis, Missouri. I really like St. Louis. It's one of my favorite cities I've ever been to. But when you come from St. Louis, like, you don't really like have a preference. You don't care where you go. So like people's like, oh, I don't want to go here. I don't want to go here. Cleveland has cold weather. It has bipolar weather. But in St. Louis, we have the same thing. So Cleveland feels like home. And yeah, like coming from Boston, Boston has tall, big buildings, skyscrapers. It's kind of like New York in a way. But Boston is just intimidating with the buildings. I'm like an introvert. I like to like stay inside. I like to do things, get stuff done, and go home to family or whatever. And Cleveland's perfect for that. It's a perfect sized city. You know, it has a nice downtown area. It has a beach that I went to before when I'm fully vaccinated, which I am now, with a mask, and I always stay 6 feet away from people. So like, the beach is nice. Downtown's nice. Everything about Cleveland is nice, and you know, people say stuff about Cleveland, but they never been here. They don't understand. They have the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame right next to First Energy Stadium. That's the first time I've seen the stadium. It's really good, but yeah, Boston just intimidating. You know, people just walking fast on the sidewalks. I remember one time I was on my phone, and then someone's like, "Can you move over, pal?" Like, it's like that. But in Cleveland, you could take your time. You know, you could walk. Like, you just feel at home in Cleveland, and that's what I like most. So, you know, with us being new here, is there anything you always wanted to try? Anything you guys want to do in Cleveland?
I'm a weirdo, so like I like to like go to different gyms and see what like type of different equipment people got. Or like I like to see how their gym is ran. And if their stuff is good. But also like while we're here, like I like going to the zoo back home in Florida. Like I never seen like a Cleveland zoo, but you know, unfortunately COVID.
What's your favorite animal?
My favorite animal? Hyena.
Hyena?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I like their laugh. And they're a troll just like me. No.
I like that. My favorite animal, I like sharks.
Sharks?
Yeah.
I like lions.
Lions?
You big dog.
That's a good one. With the gym thing, I agree. You know, some gyms they have that Smith machines. You can't really do what you want to do.
Yep.
some gyms have all that plastic stuff. You probably like the iron, like just hear the iron and stuff. So
Like the old fashioned stuff.
yeah. With how about you, Mario? What do you want to try out in Cleveland?
As I said, my sister worked in Cedar Point when she came here, so I would probably want to go to Cedar Point when all the protocols are clear and all that, because I actually love like the roller coaster and all that, so I would really want to go there.
Not me.
It's crazy because I'm afraid of heights.
Me too.
But I heard a lot about Cedar Point. Everyone says good things about it. For me, I don't have to say the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Definitely want to go there. I see a lot of great stuff about it. Me, I'm a tourist type guy. Like I type in things to do in Cleveland and stuff, and Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is always up there. It's always number one, and I just want to see that.
I've been to Disney. You ever been to Disney?
Nah, man.
When I went to Disney, when I was like 7, my aunt and uncle took me and my brothers, and we literally rode every ride. And after that day, I got afraid of roller coasters.
I get afraid of roller coasters because I watch too much movies and
I never ride another roller coaster in my life. Never will.
I used to never be afraid of anything until I watched like documentaries and movies and you watch the news about stuff and then you don't want to do that stuff anymore. You get scared.